Can't wait to play Montana State. Got them in 7 days. Should be a lot of fun. Great crowd today. Great effort by us, especially on defense. Extremely, extremely proud of our defense, how we're maturing, especially at safety. A couple of young guys playing a lot of football, doing a really nice job. Our defensive front seven did an awesome job, gave the offense plenty of opportunities to win the game. We're just too inexperienced at quarterback and unsure of ourselves a little bit. In the overtime, I should have probably thrown the ball. Put that one on me. It's not my fault. I know we don't win if we kick field goals. I know we don't win. So regardless of what the score is, you still got to keep striking for the end zone if you're a passing team. And we went into four-wheel drive, and I should not have done that. So that's my fault.
Why did you decide? What in the moment were you conservative?
Because Tanner gets a little excited. He's a pup, and I didn't want to make a big mistake and not give us a chance to win again.
On the field goal attempt, what happened? I didn't see.
We rock and fired it with about as much velocity as you can put on. I'm surprised we don't have a hole in the backside of the building. It's just one of those things. You got to be as big as the moment, and we weren't at that. And as a whole team, as 94 players and 11 coaches, we just weren't big enough in the moment.
You talked about Geller being a little excited. You think the same thing happened with your special teams, or were you concerned about that at all?
Special teams on what?
As far as being excited and
you
having
mean on the PAT
throw.
field goal?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
We didn't think it was going to be an issue with the kicker or with our snapper, but he's a pup and he's fired up and he's a great football player and he snapped a lot of good snaps for us and going to have a lot more in his career. And it's a shame it came down to him having to do that. We should have won the game. We didn't get enough production again in the third quarter. We went 3 and out, got a first down, then went 3 and out. In the third quarter is when we gave him an opportunity to hang in there with us because defensively we were becoming ferocious. We needed third quarter to, eclipse it, get ahead by 2 scores, and then not have to worry about, a game with no time on the clock.
I know Tanner is inexperienced, but you're happy with what he did in practice this week. Did any of that translate over?
A little bit. Yeah, he was okay. He wasn't great. Both quarterbacks you can see are pretty young. They're a little unsure of themselves. And it was not an upper tier game by either quarterback, and that's why the game was so exciting at the end because they're both pretty.
You mentioned that third quarter. Obviously, the struggle seemed like back and forth, and
it was back and forth because we found some defense. We haven't found defense in the third quarter. It was not back and forth for us because offensively we were in the tank. I think we ran 5 plays in the first 10 minutes of the third quarter. That's not offense, and that's not a wide open offense like we like to think we are. So, to me, that was the nexus. It allowed the game to boil down to something it didn't need to be because I felt like our defensive front seven was overwhelming their front on the run. They were finding seams and openings a little bit, but we weren't giving away long runs like we have so far this season. And offensively, I felt like once we got settled down and we got their pass rush got worn out just by the total tempo of plays we were running, that we were going to be okay in our passing game. Yet Tanner augured a couple passes in when you just can't throw the ball in those spots. I mean, we gave them 2 touchdowns today. Right? We threw an interception on a bad play, and we had a PAT field goal go awry. Wow. That's the way that goes.
You said earlier this week that you couldn't punt the ball if you wanted to win. Your expectations changed now with this game?
No, I tried to go for it on as many 4th downs as I could. So, I like the tempo that we played at. We had 52 plays at halftime. It's a tempo we like. We had 15 first downs at halftime. It's a tempo we like. There's a lot of things about this game that were positive for us, except for the final outcome and the 2 cheap scores we gave them.
You punted the ball 6 times, and a few were pretty good, and the defense obviously played.
Yeah, defense played very, very well. We're continuing to grow and mature defensively, and I'm pretty proud of our defensive staff and what they've been able to establish.
you guys were able to take the ball away a lot.
Yeah, we were able to get strip some balls, get some balls out. Yet we gave them a free 7. And we thought we had a free 7, but geez, the replay overruled it. So it was just obviously great play by the replay official. Just obviously a great one.
And a ton of replay.
Yeah, a ton of replays.
In this game. I mean, first year, with the Big Sky having replay.
Yeah.
What do you make of a game like this where it just keeps coming back and back and back?
I just think that replay is now part of the fabric of the game. You go to a game, the officials do the best job they can, and replay tries to make any corrections they need to. That's just the nature of the sport.
Still happy to have it? Replay the
I've
whole
already
game?
been suspended once in my career. I'm not doing that again.
How is Tanner Geller better today than he was against Sac State?
He had some down moments, but came back. Whereas at Sac State, when he went down, he stayed down in terms of, the rush and peeking at the rush and throwing in one pig followed by another pig. So we didn't face that big cavalcade turnovers from our quarterback yet. You know, I thought we executed our game plan pretty well, especially in the first half. Second half got away from us a little bit. Ja'Cory Ford's run off a sweep was just an awe-inspiring thing for us to see, and great to get a lead. I don't believe Idaho State's had a lead against Montana since the Truman administration. That's not really true. We won in overtime here in 2003. So in celebration of that, I thought we were going to be able to replicate that, but it was not to be.
Is Tanner reading the defenses a little bit better too?
Pardon?
Is Tanner reading the defense?
Well, I could give you the coaching answer. I could give you the Chamber of Commerce answer. I could give you a lot of answers, and I'm just not real sure if I don't like not telling the truth. So I'd say he's getting there. I'm just not that kind of guy. I just can't do it.
Mentally, it's already been a difficult season. What does this loss do to that? Anything?
Nothing. Not a bit. We come back and play our guts out next week against a very good Montana State team here. Our season was tipped over in the heat at 104 degrees in Las Vegas. So anything after that has just been the result of the carnage.
What's harder to swallow, that game or this one?
80 to 8, it leaves you an indelible mark in your soul.
A very specific question. C.J. Langwell came back today, and it seemed like I saw him make a lot of plays. What else did you see from defense, and did he stand out?
I thought C.J. played pretty well. He didn't play great early. He got fooled a couple times on some read option. Obviously, the quarterback running the ball. McKenna was able to run the ball, get first downs, which is a nice play by the sophomore out of Boise. We made a slight adjustment on the backside in the second half that really, really helped us. I was surprised that Montana would try to do so much run, you know, especially since they featured themselves as being such a dominant passing team. They really ran the ball, and they ran the ball effectively early and against our nickel defense. But our nickel defense settled down and made this thing a game that, you know, by all intents and purposes, you know, hey, what if we kick the field goal and it gets blocked? And what if the field goal, we miss the field goal? We might still be playing. So let's just don't hang this whole thing on one field goal. Let's hang it on the missed opportunities in the third quarter offensively when we just went to sleep again.
What did you guys do to kind of shore up that run defense a little bit?
We just settled down and figured that we could play with it. And we got a couple of young defensive linemen in there that are really, really starting to show that they are going to be good players for us, particularly Rashid Williams. He's a true freshman. He's going to be a nice player for a long time for us.